guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Melissa Elvire, licensed cosmetologist specializing in natural hair care. So if you want to find out some tips and tricks, 1, subscribe. 2, click on the notification bell to receive notification when I upload a video. So part 2 of this wash and go series is conditioner. So after you cleanse your hair, there's no oil, your hair is properly cleansed. So please watch step 1, as it's the most important part of making your wash and goes work. Part 2 is the conditioning process. Conditioner is, I hope everyone knows what conditioner is. So a conditioner, it can either deposit protein or moisture, not hydration, moisture into the hair to help restore the hair's strength, elasticity, infuse moisture, and protect the hair from possible breakage. Okay, so conditioners are a temporary fix for hair that appears dry or damaged. So they can only repair to a certain extent. So protein conditioners can only do so much, and if your hair is damaged, you have to cut it off and start again with a new healthy hair. Conditioner can restore shine, luster. They can make the hair manageable. That's when you detangle, so that you are able to handle it a little bit more, so it's more manageable. Now there are different type of conditioners. Now naturally, our hair is naturally dry. Our hair natural hair, when I say our hair, curly hair, all types of curly hair, naturally want water. It's naturally dry. The tighter the coils, the more drier, the more water that the hair actually needs, the harder it is for the water to absorb into the hair. So your hair naturally is 90% protein. Now, if you're eating right, when I mean eating right, like not just drinking soda and eating burgers every day, all day. So you are eating your protein, vegetables, all of that. You are feeding your body protein, and that goes into your scalp and nourishes the scalp so that when it grows out, the hair naturally has the protein. Now, if you were someone that doesn't eat enough protein, it does totally affect the hair. Now, protein treatments are not required every time you wash your hair. They're not even required once a month. Last time I did a protein treatment was in March when I lightened my hair blonde, because I removed some of my hair strength using the lightener, and that protein will help with strength. Now, the strength and elasticity of my hair. Now, proteins are for strength. Moisture or water is what you want when you want your hair defined. So too much protein is going to make your hair frizzy. Like protein treatments, I don't know if you've ever noticed, after you've done a protein treatment, your curls are not as defined unless it actually needed it. So if you're doing it and your hair doesn't need it, it's not required, it will tend to make your hair a little bit more frizzy because it doesn't need it. What it wants is water. I would say protein treatments vary upon the person, the individual, your hair. If you have color, if you are blonde, you might require a bit more protein conditioner into your regimen, but not too much, as that can affect the curls. So instead of doing protein treatments twice a year, maybe you can do 3 or 4 times a year. It's really not a requirement to do a protein treatment, to use a conditioner that's full of protein. Okay, now the conditioner that you choose should be should have some really good humectants. Humectants are substances that absorb moisture and helps and promote the retention of moisture. Okay, so things like honey, aloe vera, those are good humectants. Now, too much of that also can cause a frizzy head of hair, especially if you live in a high humidity state. Okay, so when you're choosing your conditioner, you have to choose something that's more on the moisture side and more basically want to make sure everything is water based first, and that the first 4 to 5 ingredients are not oils and butters. You still want to stick with that. So the conditioner is going to prep your hair to absorb, is going to infuse moisture, but also helps to absorb the water into your hair. So it's going to soften up your hair cuticle, and this is the part where you want to really take your time and detangle. So this is the only time you should detangle your hair, with that conditioner in your hair. So I do my hair in sections to make things easier and to go faster. Now, as soon as I put my conditioner in my hair automatically softens up and helps to detangle. Now, after you clarify your hair, it's going to be natural for your hair to feel like stripped or dry, because that's what you want. You want everything out of your hair, especially if you're attempting to do wash and goes after a series of twists and braids. Okay, now the conditioner is going to help to soften your hair cuticle and help help detangle your hair better and infuse moisture. Now it is also going to help to bring your hair's pH down a little bit from the shampoo. Now, shampoo is more alkaline, so if you don't know about the pH system, so the lower the number, the more acidic, like lemon, aloe vera juice, apple cider vinegar, or vinegar. The higher the number, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, the more alkaline, the more that it's going to open up your hair cuticles. That's where you have your baking soda, your relaxers, everything is relaxers are about 10, 12. They really open up. So your natural hair's pH is about 4.5 to 5.5. So it's slightly on the acidic side. So shampoos, for shampoos to do their job, they're going to be slightly alkaline, so more around 7, 8. Not too much. Clarifying shampoo maybe could have 8 or 9, but that's really high. It can really strip the hair. Okay, so make sure that you don't get something that's going to basically damage your hair further, because it can. Now, conditioners usually are slightly acidic because they're going to bring that pH down to soften up your hair cuticles to help further manage your hair. After you've detangled your hair, so you can see I'm taking my time detangling my hair. So after you are done with that process, you are going to want to rinse your hair with cold water, because you're going to seal that cuticle. So typically I rinse with cold water because that's going to close the hair cuticle. It's going to make them they're not going to be as open in a way, versus in a shampoo where you want it to be open to remove the debris. When you're rinsing the conditioner out, after you've done infusing moisture, you want the cuticles to start laying down smooth. When they are smooth, when they are down, they are smooth, they don't feel as rough. And it's easier for your hair to look smooth, easier for products to be applied onto the hair. So you do want to rinse your hair with cold water. It's going to give your hair more shine, and totally transform how your washing goes look. So after you've done that step, then you are going to apply products. So that's pretty much it for the conditioner process. For step 2 of part of my wash and go, and part of also some of my clients' wash and goes if they're not getting a treatment. Step 2, I take my time, I detangle, I make sure their hair is nicely infused, everything is good and detangled, and I rinse with cold water to have that hair be smoothed down, those hair cuticles to be smooth. I don't want them to be open because we're no longer cleaning, we're conditioning. So rinse with cold water. I know no one wants to feel that cold water on them, especially during winter, but at least make it cooler than what you were shampooing with. So that water will be cooler, more on the cooler side. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful, and if you have any questions, comments, be sure to post them in the comment box below, and I will definitely make sure to answer those questions. Stay tuned for part 3.